So at that time, Russian devotees were somewhere in prison. 1990. So it was a 6-year walk.
6 years.
Yeah. To create awareness for the what's happening in Russia with the devotees, but communism kind of stopped. I don't know, when was it? Like 90.
It was around. I already joined
93.
but
93. Was it? When 94, like something like 50 devotees came to India. It was a big thing. So it was called a walk for peace. So it was the first Padayatra. Actually, the first Padayatra was in America in 1989, and Radharaman went there. I was here, but in America they carried.
In India.
I was in India Padayatra.
Yeah.
I walked from here to Kumbh Mela and then to Pandapur.
How many miles is that?
A lot. Anyway, so Radharaman, we were brahmacharis together. He went to America, but there they were carrying Gaurnitai on palanquin, but then when they stopped, they get a bus back to the hotels, and But so our Padayatra was with like with bullock cart and camping, like Vradj mandal.
How did you get from Belfast?
I'm from Ireland. It's my.
Yeah, but how did you get to Europe?
Well, no, we walk from all through Ireland, then we walk through England,
Yeah,
and then to Amsterdam,
La Manche, how did you get to
and then from Amsterdam we walked to Paris, down to New Mayapur, and
How
then,
did you cross the ocean? La Manche.
oh, we have to get the boat.
With the
No,
bulls? Oh, you got the local bulls.
yeah, getting bulls in each country.
It was your genius idea to do it? Looks like that.
Maybe. And so these deities came, and these deities belonged to Srila Prabhupada. They were in his room in Krishna Balaram Mandir. So when Prabhupada left his body, my wife was there, and she took the deities, otherwise somebody would take. So Prabhupada actually he asked one devotee to make these deities. He was his name was Abhay Charan Swami. Anyway, he made the deities. Prabhupada showed which way they should go and stand, and then Prabhupada held them. So that's the story on these deities.
Oh, so in India, somewhere.
But also, I took the deities to Russia in
We came on this
19.
bullock cart.
Yeah, so we need to make more countries because for Prabhupada's centennial. So I drove to I was in St. Petersburg with the deities, and we rented a horse for 3 days.
Horse.
A horse, and we go around the city. We go around the city, and also we were in Novgorod. Yeah, we all got arrested in Novgorod, and even the horse got arrested, and Gaurnitai got.
Oh, you had the cart before, behind the horse, or you're just riding on the horse?
No, yeah, and we bought like the same cart.
They had a cart.
Same, and Gaurnitai, we all got arrested, but they after some time they let us go. They came with a coach. The coach to figure, and then I had one old man from he was a Russian soldier from the Second World War. He had his medals from the Red Army, and we put some tilak on him, and he got arrested as well. But he
got arrested along with you?
Yeah, because we had 2 police cars with the horse and Gaurnitai, and I was driving, and we went to the police station like this. 1 police car here, 1 police car, and
they were escorting you to the police station.
And they took a coach for the devotees. They take all the devotees in the coach.
That was in St. Petersburg. There's Novgorod.
Novgorod.
Yeah.
And actually, to get visas. I was in Latvia, And there was, for the Russian embassy, there's a big queue going outside the street, around the corner. But I had some sweets, cookies. And I had 12 passports from my group. And I ignored the queue and I walked in and I went to this guy's...
The embassy.
And I put the cookies on his desk and he took the passports and choo.
It's on the border? On the border?
No, this was in Latvia.
In the embassy or
in the embassy.
Was free moving?
In the embassy.
Uh-huh.
And they give us all visas. Also to get from Poland to Lithuania. There was a queue that was 6 miles long, and it would take 6 days. Also, and again I drove. No, I had a van, big van, pulling a trailer with the bullock cart. You know. So there was only room for one car this way and one car this way. And I just drove, but nothing was coming, and I go, and I'm surprised how far it is. And people are trying to stop me, and then I got there, and again with cookies. Cookies, and it's that where we go. So there's no waiting.
Stop Goranita is not possible.
Yeah. So with Gornitai, every year, the reason why I come every year, since I've been here 33 Parikramas, is I promise the deities that I'll take them on Braj.
Means 33 is meant all of them.
Huh?
Now it's 33.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
So I promise Gornitai that I will take you on Parikram, but I have to go as well.
How did it happen that you give this promise? Why did it happen?
I just because normally Gornitai is sitting in the house and looking at the window, or, you know.
In Ireland?
I'm living in England now,
England.
and so normally they're in the house and they're looking at the wall. But what if Gornitai could go out every day? So in London, I bring them every day in the van, like this. I put in the van.
For a ride?
Yeah, everywhere. I take them to. I used to work. I take them to work. So I promise I'll take you every year in Braj Mandal, but I also have to go. So every year they arrange for us to go, because everything auspicious happens on this Parikram will happen in your hometown. All wonderful things will happen. All your desires will be fulfilled from just by doing this. I know, because last year I opened 2 temples, you know.
Where?
One in the center of London, and one in Birmingham. But my buildings are big, like the temple room is from here to the Brahmachari Dhoti. That big.
In London?
That's one in Birmingham. I got 3 floors in the city centre, and it costs £4 a year rent, and they don't ask me for the £4.
£4 a year?
Yeah, that's like 400 rupees.
Yeah.
And my one in London costs nothing, and my electricity, water, rates, all the bills cost nothing. And I'm next door to St. Paul's. I'm in the city centre. So every day the bankers come to chop the vegetables. I work with the banks. See, it's the city of London is 1 square mile, and it's all the finance companies are in the city. Like I'm 4 meters away from a bank called Goldman Sachs. They're the American bank. So every day the bank, sometimes 10 bankers come to chop all the vegetables. I teach them make papadums, pakoras. They transfer, they serve the prashad.
Bankers saviors.
Yeah. So, and also they give me money as well.
Yes,
And
but they go for the programs every day.
yeah, they come every day for. I bring them in every day.
And they go back home.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
How many people they chop vegetables?
Well, we cook. Before I came, it was 15,000 meals a day, but normally it's about 5,000. You know. Yeah, it's free.
These bankers.
The bankers are chopping and
But they eat later?
yeah. And they like very much.
We come to the temple to eat prasadam.
But all this, because it's impossible to give away 15,000 plates of prasad,
Yeah.
you know, because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Paper plates, gas, but there is no shortage.
You
And
come to the temple itself to eat, or you send them out, prasadam?
oh no, we have rickshaws, many rickshaws, but with electric.
Yeah.
And they take all the prasad to the universities, and so students at the university eating. And we have and then I drive the van. I feed the homeless people myself. And then we have a new building. We bought the land, and we're going to build 5 things: a temple, industrial kitchen, a warehouse, a guest house, a hotel, and a children's playground.
That's where?
It's next door to in Watford, next door to the manor. Now they don't know that yet.
That's
They-
okay. Impressive.
No, yeah. So because in London, Prabhupada wanted 20 temples.
How many do we have now?
Well, it's just myself and Soho Street. Yeah, and so there's room for as many temples as possible.
What about industrial kitchen? I mean,
Yeah, industrial kitchen. And that kitchen will cook 12,000 meals a day.
Who's
but-
cooking that much?
We haven't started yet. We're just building.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's all coming from Vradj.
Yeah.
Everything is from here. You know, because I have no money. I have no, you know.
You don't have to. He will look you into the university.
Krishna is.
Boy Scouts and Goranitas to listen to Jagannath. Before Jagannath were coming with yours.
Sometimes.
It was yours?
No, it was one of my friends bringing his Jagannath. But we do every year 36 Ratiyatras in the UK and North Europe.
But you can take local booths and local cards?
No, I have my own cart, and we drive like we drive to Norway, Sweden, and Denmark every year. And this year we had 50 Gurukul children, you know, from America, from Manurama. He has a tour with Gurukulis.
Yeah.
So they came, and then I bring 20 devotees, you know, Mahavishnu Swami. And then every day is a Ratiyatra, and then we camping by the lakes in the forest. And,
Summertime.
you know, because we go every year since like maybe 12 years. So that's Ratiyatra every day, and then in England, usually 2 Ratiyatras like on Saturday and Sunday. We have
Every Saturday and Sunday.
yeah, and then we have one midnight Ratiyatra.
That's when? What time?
It's a place called Stonehenge. It's a historical place,
Yeah.
and that day they're celebrating the summer solstice. It's the longest day of the year, so everybody is greeting the sun rising, and so at midnight I put gas lights in the cart. And
Before this solstice.
And then in midnight we feed everybody also, and then we pull the cart down to the stones with big kirtan. So it's at midnight. And then all the music festivals. We have Glastonbury Music Festival. We've got many.
Are you yourself playing anything?
Yeah.
What? Lead.
Well, okay. Let's see what happens.
Otherwise you'll burn out of anxiety right here.
No, what has happened is, okay, I'll explain.
Yeah.
There's, at big music concerts, the big band is playing, and then they have another band. So there's between 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes where they have to take all the equipment off the stage and bring on the new equipment.
Yeah.
Now, it's called a changeover.
Oh.
And sometimes they play some music, you know. But we have a band, like a mantra, chant Hare Krishna, and then we play during that time. Yeah. So then you're playing to a big audience. And when we go back, we're recording the Maha Mantra because it's 50 years since the Maha Mantra went into the music charts. And the person who produces all Paul McCartney's music, he's my friend, and we're going to release by the end of the year the Maha Mantra in a different package. So it's just a magical thing that when you perform the Parikram, then wonderful things can happen.
You do all the time.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you play?
Oh, I play a small guitar, a little ukulele.
Ukulele.
But
Wow.
I put I play.
Do we have it here?
I have a mandolin in Vrindavan, but
No one devotee or some devotee.
Oh, yeah,
like
I-
a skeleton.
yeah, I
Has
play
one.
that.
Can we ask? Back.
No, I don't want to hear me play.
What do you mean we can make the change over together? We don't know how to say it, but we can play like a change over.
Anyway,
Just remind the God.
no,
Let the God be happy.
anyway, I'm leaving today, 2 o'clock.
Okay, we can get the
I know I'm not super, I'm not that good, but I know in my mind how to do it. I collect the devotees. Like we went to Ireland a few weeks ago. I bring an Irish dancer. Irish dancer is like they put their arms like this and they
they do the skirt? They took...
no, but they have shoes are like metal in the shoes, and it's like tap dancing.
Yes, step
Like
by
this.
step.
And I took him to Ireland. We played in a big concert, and so I have a dance group.
Wow.
Bharatanatyam, Irish, Spanish, and we dance and we play. And
Do
And-
this
and
music
let's-
concert or it's a separate program?
it's just we do festivals in England. There was a devotee called Sri Bhuvanat who died actually 20 years ago. So I was his cook for his festivals, and still now his team still do the festivals. Like we rent a hall, but my new idea now is if there's already thousands of people at a music festival, then we play there. Now I've only done, to be honest, we only done one rehearsal, but we had two music companies want to record with us, but we rehearsed once. We're not, because otherwise it's a distraction, you know, from your Krishna kind. But no, we've done one rehearsal, and that was enough. And then everything just moved. So, because you could get into trying to make music, but in my mind I know how to do it, so it works. So that's the new thing that I'm working on when we go back. And yeah. So
It's not all. You have more stuff to tell this one. Mud eater on your own shore.
no, but it's funny thing because Bhadra does the same as myself in America. He does Rath Yatras.
Father Prabhu.
Yeah. And actually, Bhadra's son, he comes. He came this year to my tour, and like that.
Tell about more projects. what we need to pray for, what we can assist.
Они же быками не едут в Англии. Быками они же там не едут, там зима. Нет, спрашиваю.
In England, how do you do winter time? What do you do winter time? So the question is
No, I'm still doing cooking prashad every day. So even now, while I'm here,
yes,
it's going on.
they keep on cutting
Yeah,
vegetables.
yeah. All the bankers coming.
Chopping. Okay, and somebody is cooking.
Yeah. My guys
What?
are.
You buy for 15,000 people?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, no joke.
my team.
How many people?
And the thing is, I don't. They do it from out of love. I don't pay everybody. I give them travel expenses and because so whatever money we get, we just cook more prashad.
Yeah.
And then Krishna gives more. We just recently there was a thing called Extinction Rebellion. It's an environmental group. So we work with them, and the police confiscated all their kitchen equipment. So it ended up that they were 100% depending on us, and all their team would cook in my place, and it was a little dangerous that we could all be arrested, but we done okay. And even last night, they had a thank you party for all their volunteers in my. It's called Krishna's Castle, is my place in London.
This big one.
Yeah, well, there probably would have been quite a few thousand people there, and so they had the party Saturday last night. So they're very good people. They're all vegan, and they're all about the environment. And there was 1,500 of them got arrested.
Yesterday night.
This was over the last few weeks.
Okay.
And so they're young people who have some commitment in life. They want to do something that's right, for the environment, So these people are very good for, like when our rickshaw would arrive with the prashad, everybody would clap. And because my rickshaw guy has to go around the police. And it was a big thing. So when everybody's eating nice prashad, and we're making like sabji, rice, papadam, pakora. We're making loads of pakoras.
Everything.
Yeah.
Which pakoras?
Well, sometimes cauliflower, sometimes cauliflower is George Harrison's favourite food. Cauliflower pakora. And Paul McCartney's son helps me. Paul McCartney, the Beatles.
How old is he?
I don't know, maybe 40. His name is James. So all these different people, they come to chop vegetables and help serve. So it was good to work with them. And also, I was thinking, how am I going to pay for all this? And one young hippie guy, he said, I want to give a donation. And I said, okay. And he gave £10,000. He was a young hippie guy, but he works for IBM. It's a computer company. But he's a hippie guy,
They don't care.
Yeah. So I thought he didn't know, like £5. So and in fact, so I like this. So it's so my thing is, if we do 37 Ratiyatras, prashad every day, and festivals, and then all good things will happen.
Granita, you happy?
Yeah, because Gornitai go to all the Ratiyatras.
Little people. All the little people. And then wow. They just...
Any questions?
Yeah, about how you became a bullock cart driver.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Well,
I thought you one in the whole history of any universe. I'm sure.
you see, there was an urgency to drive oxen because Prabhupada said if you don't work the oxen, you will end up killing them, you know, and people neglect them, and you know. So when I trained the oxen, and then I was ploughing the field with oxen, and all of a sudden
Where was that?
I was in London, in England.
In the center of London.
No, it's I didn't have. This is a long time ago.
Okay, so but
And then-
it's prehistory. It's very wonderful.
Huh?
Can you go a little back in time?
Oh,
Yeah, please.
before that. But you know my sister.
No, I don't.
You do. She's in Vrindavan. She's Pujari since maybe 38 years.
Where is she?
But this time she broke her hip. She's a walking stick. She's in Vrindavan. You'll know her. She used to do Parikram every year for like 13 years. And she's only does puja every day. She's living on an island, on a lake in Northern Ireland. It's a lake and you have to get a boat to get onto the island. She lives there. But you would know her. She's in Vrindavan now. She used to be here, but she can't walk now. So, the bullock cart, I was very convinced that I have to drive the bull, or, you know. Okay, I'll tell you a story. I'd one bull. His name was Burfy.
White color?
He was no, he's black. And he, I was actually there at the time. The cow ran away one night,
Huh?
and in the whole valley there was only one bull, and the cow met the bull.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the cow was pregnant. And then one day I'm bringing the cows for milking, and I thought it was a dog. Oh no! I thought it was a. Oh, no, you've got the guitar now. So I thought it was a dog because it was in the dark. I bring in the cows in, and I was thinking, why is this dog here? And I see it's a small bull. So anyway, the
But you
bull.
were milking the cows. You knew about them having calves before. You didn't.
No, I did, but I didn't know, because usually
The cows have milk without having babies.
No, we had some cows, but you have to bring in the system. You have to phone the vet, and he inseminates the cow. But we hadn't done this for this cow, and we didn't know what the cow had been up to. So the bull was born, and then I told the bull, look, you have to learn when you grow up to learn to pull. So anyway, so when I trained him, he grew big, and I trained him. I trained him with three bulls.
Ирландия ваш национальный инструмент.
And when I trained him, we ploughed the land, and then the newspapers took an interest, and it went into all the newspapers and all the media, because nobody had ploughed the land for hundreds of years. In England, they used to, hundreds of years back. So it was all over the media. And then we started going on Padiyatra, and because even this year we still in England we do Padiyatra.
And the people love it.
Yeah, everybody taking photograph, and big bull walking.
One bull cart.
I have two.
Similar cart or smaller? The cart.
It's exactly the same. Exactly the same. And so, but actually, then I'll explain a little bit later. Then, eventually, the bull got old, and he was going to die. His legs got bad leg, and I was sleeping with him in the goshala, and then he left his body on Radhastami. Now, here's a strange thing that happened that's connected to here, is when there was a disease in England called the hoof and mouth disease, something, and you cannot just bury the animal, you have to phone the company to take them away. And so when the guy came to take away, my friend asked, oh, what happens? And they said, oh, they make dog food or something, you know. And he thought, oh, that's sad. And he said, well, you could have the bull cremated. And my friend said, oh, that'd be nice. Now, but he wasn't in charge of cows or nothing. He just was a person standing there. So a week later, his box comes. It's polished and varnished. It's got Burfi written on it in a metal plaque. But then we hadn't officially asked for him to be, because it was going to cost like £800, and we said, look, nobody has asked for this, so they gave me. So now, then I took the ashes to here, to Brahmandagat, and Janananda Maharaj was here, and we and my wife, everybody, we put the ashes into the Jamuna here. So I'll tell you then a little secret what happened later. I was in Kamyavan one night, and then I had more than a dream, like a vision of something. It was, anyway, I'll tell you anyway. It was a very simple Goshala where everybody's singing the Mahamantras going on, millions of cows. But in the distance, I saw Burfi, and he was on a little hill, and he was much younger. He had little horns, like this, little, small. And I waved to him, and he waved me back. But then I have to go down, and I kind of find him. And then when I find him, I said to him, Burfi, your legs are good. And he embraced me. So I thought, but it's connected with here. It's connected with, this place. So it was such an unusual thing that the bull ashes could come to Gokul. Because when the ashes came, we were in Gokul. So this is Gokul. And then we were with Janananda Maharaj was here. And Janananda Maharaj loves animals. He'd written a book about animals. So he was here. So he took the... I'll tell you one more animal story. There was one lady who... she had a dog that would always come on Rati Yatras. And eventually the dog died. And she had it cremated. And I took the ashes to Vrindavan and put the ashes in the Jamuna. So later, she has a cat, a few years later, and the cat died. And she was phoning me up every day, oh, my cat's can't walk, oh, my cat's, look, oh, my cat's dead. Okay. So I said, bring the cat and we'll have a funeral. So she was an older lady, and she really, you'll do this for me? And so I said, sure, just bring the cat. So I made one joke at the time. There was one devotee there. He just turned up. I said, Prabhu, we're having a funeral. Do you want to come? And he said, oh, who died? And I said, a really good devotee who never spoke a bad word about anybody, who never blasphemed, who never said anything bad, who would only do devotional service, never speak of anything bad about anybody. Oh, really? So he jumped in the van, because I was loading up these wooden pallets to make a fire. And then the lady came, and I said, "Have you got the body?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, here's the garland." And my friend asked her, "Was it your husband who died?" and then he understood I was joking with him. Anyway, so we burned the cat. We had a kirtan. Actually, we had a kirtan with one of these. And we burned the cat, and she was so happy that she said, "I have to give you a donation." And I said, "No." I said, "Okay, give £5." Because but you see, the wood was there, and we made a big fire, but it was okay. We were burning wood anyway, the cat, the garland, and we all do some kirtan, nice. And then she said, "Oh, let me give you more." I said, "Okay, give me £51 and I'll bring it to Vradge." And she told me she's never given a donation in her life. And then she ended up giving me £600. So, and then, similar to that, there was another lady. Because I work with the rock and roll people, famous singers. So she's a famous singer, and her cat died. And again, I had a funeral. But she was so, because people, they liked her animals, and she was so attached to her animal. She had a cat for 20 years. So we done kirtan, and after that she got more involved in Krishna consciousness. So it's sometimes good to be compassionate towards other people, even if they haven't got full Krishna conscious understanding.